Howdy folks, welcome to episode 25. Today we are on Akua's moon. Yeah, I went back to Akua's moon and I need to get some silicon because as I mentioned, we had a shortage of silicon recently because of all the windows that I put on, and I want to put a bunch more windows. One of the things I wanted to use them for is the drop shaft because I think that, and I'll probably replace the concrete that I put in for the elevator shaft because I didn't want, or I don't like all of the textures. I looked at all the textures and I don't see anything that I really like as far as that goes. And so yeah, I decided that we'll go get some oxygen. We'll go get some silicon here, and you can see I was looking at what I could build. I've got all my building materials on me. So yeah, we'll hope the ship is going to defend me, and I don't see anything around, so it should be fine. And so I'm going to mine out this silicon deposit and the other one over there. So it looks like about 1100 ore, which should give me like 2200 ingots. So that should create a pretty good supply of windows. So I'm going to mine out these deposits, which I'm sure will not be exciting to watch, and I will meet you guys back on Ningas in a minute. Okay guys, we are back, and I already went ahead and smelted all of the silicon down, and so we ended up with 2,942 ingots that we got from the whatchamacallit, from the deposits, and I actually went and already built the window blocks, so I've got a stack of those now, so now we can actually get to work on this stuff. And so I think we're going to head all the way up to the top. There we go. And I love that. And yeah, we'll actually go down one floor. So here, we'll go down here. And yeah, I guess I can show you now is I painted the ship. So that looks pretty cool. I went with a blue and white theme. And I also moved the retro thrusters so they don't look so bad. So they're not like totally sticking out and everything like that. And yeah, so there's the ship, and let's see, we'll jump in here for a second, and let's see, there we go. Come on, zoom in a little. There we go. So there's the ship, and let's see, yeah, the lights are working. Okay, so there we go, and I think we'll take that out soon for a test drive and see how it does against POIs and stuff like that. But for right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put on the lights, and so I'm thinking if I can do each floor like this. Let's see, we'll turn up the range and intensity, and we'll see how this looks. And I'll probably have to wait until night to see how it actually turns out. But it looks like it's going to light up the area. And one of the things I've noticed is that when you change the range, it makes the intensity go back down, and I keep forgetting about that until I actually change the intensity. Now you see what happened there is when I changed the range, the intensity went down. And so now I have to turn it back up. But yeah, so we'll put those. Those should provide a decent amount of lighting. If they don't, then we'll end up putting some lights up here on each floor. But for right now, I think we'll do that. And the other thing I wanted to put on here is the medic and O2 station. So I want to have one of those on each floor, so that no matter where you are in the building, you can access these. And I might make, like I did in the last base, some sort of things surrounding them so that they're kind of embedded in instead of just like sitting against a column. We'll maybe do some sort of decoration for that. But for here, what we're going to do is we're going to put in the drop shaft, and so it's going to sit here. And so on each floor, what you're going to be able to do is you'll be able to sit, you step into this, and then you can drop down to the next floor. And so I need to put this. So I'll put an elevator in each floor, and then I'll show you guys how that works once we get all the floors. So why don't I do that first? And it's one away from? Yeah, it's one space between the column. Okay. It's not going to work very well if it's not lined up. So I've done this in a prior base, and it worked pretty well. I like the way it came out. So, and this will work probably a little bit better because it's low gravity, or I don't know, maybe it won't be as good because it's low gravity, and so you don't get down there as fast, but it's works pretty well. So we'll get a couple more floors here. What's that? What just broke? Something just broke. Let me see. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it just stuck it up in the air. Did it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it just launched it. I'll have to look at the replay and see what happened. But I think it let me stick it up. It did one of those twitchy, here, you just place this block in the air. So, okay, and we'll get a couple more of these. Make sure I'm still in the right spot. There we go. And I will meet you guys in a minute because it looks like, no, maybe not. Let me see. Whoa! Now I just screwed up. Let's see. We can get that with the drone, I think. If my drone isn't embedded in the thing. Yeah, we can get that with the drone. Okay. And I think this might be the last one. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there. Okay. So, these. I like that sunshine in it. It looks nice. It's going to look really cool when those are windows right there, too. Okay, there we go. That's the bottom floor. And so here is the landing. And I'll probably end up having to put something underneath there. Or maybe not. It kind of looks cool. Okay, so we will go back up to the top. And I'll show you how this works. So you go up to the top, like that. And come back down. So you can jetpack one floor at a time, but instead of having the jetpack, you line yourself up in the middle and then you hit down. And you don't move forward or backwards. See, I'm not doing anything. You don't move forward or backward or anything, and each floor it slows you down. And so we can even put a number on each floor again by the landing so that you can tell which floor you're going to. And I'll probably put a tube around it so that it doesn't look so horrible. And probably, as Hal suggested, put a door on the outside in order to fix the SI. And actually, why don't I craft those, get those crafting now. So we will make 10 doors. Yeah, let's do these, not the armored doors. And okay, we'll get the doors going. So yeah, let's see, let's get the glass here, and I think this time I'm going to do these instead to save on some glass. So I don't spend an arm and a leg on the glass. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go on the outside. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make these all inside out and then turn them when I'm done. So we'll get this going. And we'll at least do the one floor so you can see what it's going to look like. And yeah, it looks like they're back at this bug. Now you can see that and it seems like it's more pronounced when you're flying the drone, but you're seeing through the whatchamacallit. And all of a sudden I can't remember the word. You're seeing through the faces. So you're seeing like through the devices, like, and it's not working now on the very corner, you can tell. But there you go, and now you're seeing right through the pillar and everything. So I'm not sure what they're doing with that that bug keeps coming back. They're trying to tweak something, obviously, but I'm not sure what. Okay, yeah, that helps a lot, only having 5 there, and I'm gonna have to move that thing too. But yeah, what we can do is we'll grab these doors here, and wherever they are, there we go. Okay, and so we'll put a door here. And then with the windows, we're going to place, have to put a 1x1 to make it even. And then we'll do the 1x2 or 2x1 or whatever it is. Okay. There we go. And yeah, I like the way that looks. That's going to look cool. So I'm going to get this drop shaft finished up, and I will meet you guys back here in a minute. Okay guys, we are back, and you can see here I've replaced the glass with larger pieces, and I also replaced just the edges with this more solid piece of concrete so that we have a bigger pillar in here, and it kind of encloses this, makes it look a lot nicer. And I put the doors on here and everything, so I'll show you the drop shaft. And we've got oxygen and medical on every floor, and I had to move stuff here in order to get the pieces in the right place. There we go. Whoops. Let's try this again. Shift right click. Okay. You gotta hold the shift key. So yeah, this is what the drop shaft or the elevator shaft looks like, and we'll go up to the top. And we'll check this out. Now this I need to move this hangar bay door. I'm gonna move it over to there instead of this side so that we can leave this drop shaft down here. And so each floor you go down is going to be like this. Now I haven't, as you can see here, I didn't finish up all the trim and all that stuff on each of the floors. But this is the trip down. This is what it's going to look like. And so you can see what floor you're coming to. And we've got a door in each one, which makes it noisy, I guess. But I also got in the lights, and they seem to be okay. I still might decide to put more on each floor, but we'll see how that goes, because you have a performance consideration as well. Now the other thing I wanted to do before we finish up here is I wanted to get the advanced constructors and the cargo boxes at least. So we'll figure out where we can put these, where they'll fit. And do I have a paint gun on me? Let's see. I have a paint gun. Okay, so we will paint. Let's see, we'll use green because we're going to end up doing some green for this thing anyway. And so I'm thinking here. So we need to put 4 on each thing. So yeah, I think this might work. So I put them like that in each leaf. So we go here, and I could probably spin them around the right way too. Like that. And although there's probably like a 99% chance that I'll only ever access these things by remote through the control panel, but I still want to lay them out in a way that makes sense. So that was here, and 2 spaces between, so there, and hopefully I actually have those symmetrical between sides. And yeah, that's right, because it won't actually go out any farther. Okay, so there's our constructors. So those are our constructor rooms. And then on the next floor up, let's see, there we go, third floor. And we'll go over here and we can put in some of our cargo boxes. Is it just shaded, or are they gray now? Or the new one's gray? So let me see here. I want to put in, I'll probably end up putting in 20. So when I just go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and I'll end up just putting in extras on the end and on the other side. Yeah, that's weird. It's just when they're placing, they look gray now. And that seems to be a new thing. But yeah, what I'll do is I will, in this screen, in the control screen, I'll end up changing the names of all of these so that we know where to find everything, and the constructors will all get identifiers too. And that's going to be fun, grouping all that stuff and everything. But there we go. So there's the next phase, and between episodes I'm going to have to do this because we're out of time for today. So I'm going to finish up between episodes, finishing up these columns in the middle and converting this over to glass, and then putting the numbers back on the new cement walls that I have to install. And I will probably get the glass up here, so I need to put this archway across here and then the glass up, and I'll get that done. So we will see you in episode 26 with all the new changes, and we can look at them then. So we'll see you then. Later.